Hi Neil, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for placing an order with me. I have your note here. I'm going to be tapping into your energy and using a few card decks here to do your reading. I hope that you can see the cards. That's why I positioned the camera in this way, so that you can get a clear understanding of what I'm seeing. Let's go ahead and begin. I've already cleansed the cards for you. I feel that you are somebody who is a very stand-up person. Interesting, we have the devil at the bottom, and I want to say that you may have had a massive success here in your career, or I'm seeing you reaching like top-level positions in something that you do or are about to do, or maybe even in school. Like I'm hearing high achiever. So you may be somebody who is very lucky when it comes to wealth, actually. Like very lucky when it comes to career. That's the energy I'm getting. If you have not experienced financial windfall yet, you will. I'm feeling that there's also something here with relationships. And like you not having a clear direction. Like I'm just feeling all these different kind of ways in which your energy is spread. Okay, interesting. And then with relationships, I don't know why that came up, but I'm feeling as though there's something here with the mother figure who has contributed to your success here. And then we know that the mother is the moon, which governs our relationships. You may have had like two paths to choose from, or like a splitting or divulging of paths here when it came to your direction. So let's see. Okay. Yep, didn't I say proficiency in studies or academics here? I feel as though you're very you're a keen learner. Like your mind is really sharp. Your mind is sharp. So if you harness this energy, you may have also a technical mind is what I'm getting. A technical mind that is sharp and like a hybrid mind. You could be very creative but also technical. You can see duality within everything. It's like you can even see, interesting, I'm tapping into your subconscious. You can even see how the duality like merges into one. And didn't we talk about paths? So you may have been, oh, okay. Do I follow my mind or my heart? Do I go here or there? Okay, so something with that. And I want to say that success comes when you allow the earthy side, because the devil's very earthy, the earthy side to merge with your spiritual side, and you do both. So you do both the technical route as well as the creative route. And then you may just be a super brilliant person is what I'm getting. Like super high IQ for some reason. That's what I'm picking up. And because of this, maybe your relationships, you found them to be a little bit, there's like Neptunian energy, or like confusing. Like confusion in relationships. Confusion in, again, that like confusion when it comes to what path do I take here, okay? And I just got like irritated, and like I want to say that you may have felt, do you see how like the cards kind of look alike here? I'm getting like sun energy and blossoming energy. You are about to embark on something that is soulfully fulfilling here, okay? Something you've been wanting to do for a long time that fulfills your soul. I'm getting that you've taken the traditional path in your life, and now it's time for you to, like, you're seeking non-traditional ways of healing, maybe you're seeking non-traditional ways of looking at the world. You are opening yourself up to spirituality here and all of the different ways in which things work, okay? It's almost as if You're connecting every study to every other study. Again, brilliant mind. You have the ability to cross-reference things and see how things kind of convolge. Is that a word? Convolge? Merge together? Please, I hope that's a word. Yes. Converge. My God. You can see how things merge, basically, and blend. I'm also getting that, oh, there's a shadow aspect of you here. This is so crazy. Oh my God, this is so crazy. You're being asked to really follow a clear and narrow path for some reason, I want to say. And that's not to say that we don't expand our mental horizons, but the physical action that you take in the 3D world is very important for some reason. Like, you could have a connection to deities. There's a energy here of like Dharma, like having a connection to Dharmic beings, like Dharmic higher beings, and they're instructing you to also kind of avoid temptation here when it comes to something. Not sure what you're trying to do. This may be like some, I'm getting, I don't know, like maybe Bitcoin or some form of like, I don't know why they're saying gambling or something, right? Like, you're being asked to, yeah, because you're going to be kind of persuaded here by social pressure is what I'm getting. I don't know, it's just what I'm getting. And so you may be tempted to, it's like tap into your higher mind. You may be tempted to lower your vibration here. But they're saying like you have to focus on the light and do your work. Okay, I'm gonna continue. I'm just gonna channel. So, do your work diligently and effortfully. Your hard work will be rewarded here. We are instructing you towards which path to take. Follow our instructions and our guidance. Do not be misled by the temptations of outer society. The more that you work on developing yourself and your craft, including your mental abilities here, you will be duly rewarded. There's an emphasis here on self-focus, inner work, and even meditation here. When you do begin to go deep within yourself and really see your skills and expand on your skills, you will be led towards a whole new world, so to speak, within yourself that you never knew possible. You are going to see duality, can you see this? In a very different way. You're going to see how everything is actually everything else, as above, so below, as within, so without. So the energy with which you do things is very important. The proficiency and the honesty, okay, the honesty. Wow, okay, the honesty with which you do things is very important. This is moon phases here. So we have a full moon coming up. You may be influenced by the moon. Didn't I say moon in the beginning? Something with the mom, the mother figure here. You may be really influenced by feminine energy or a particular feminine energy, like a mother figure in your life. This could be a sister as well. But there's something there with reach out, make nice, or solidify that bond. There is help for you. There is grace. There is grace for you. Okay, that's what I'm getting. There's grace for you present within your life. Notice it and take the helping hand. Okay, take the helping hand. My hand looks like his. Also, you may be controlled here by negative thoughts. They want you to quit on that because it's not giving you ROI. That's just what I'm hearing. Like, okay. I'm gonna pull one more card here from this deck. Why? Why should you quit the negative thinking? What thoughts are you thinking? Oh, this jumped, this jumped. This one, and then this one also jumped here. Perfect. Okay. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, focus on your craft. Focus on growing your craft, excelling in your craft, and being more intentional about where you choose to put your abundant focus. Okay, because your focus is abundance. Your focus equals abundance. It equals abundance. Oh wow. I never saw that. So we went from the Eight of Pentacles to the Seven of Pentacles. And here, the pentacles are in the sky, and here they're in the ground. So you will be able to take ideas from the astral or from your higher mind and ground them into present day reality. You will be successful with whatever you choose to pursue here. You just have to take immediate inspired action. You will be successful. Like, you have an abundant mind. Wow, that's a gift, you know? Really. That's a gift. It's not just material wealth that one gets when they harness their abundant mind and their powerful focus. It is blessings from all directions, literally from all directions, when one taps into that high energy of creation, you know, and they actually follow what God wants for them instead of giving in to material temptation. Okay, then last we have Judgment. So there is retribution here, karmic retribution that will be given to you. It is owed to you. You may have a dream that you don't even remember, but as a child you had a certain affinity for something. Think back on what it was. Something here you were good at, interested in, you loved to do, you were excited about. That is that energy. Try to remember that energy, and then in your current work or in what you do, channel that energy through. This may even be a new business that you start, but you will be receiving, like, this is rewards from previous lifetimes as well. This is talent, recognition. You will be receiving ample compensation. And I just heard a little bit of doubt. I don't know if this is from your current mindset, but I said talent, and I just felt something. Okay, so let me expand on that. So do you see how this is growing upward and outward? So here she's coming out of herself, right? So maybe you need to expand your horizons with what is possible for you. Maybe you need to get inspired, gain inspiration from people around you or on social media or online who you enjoy watching, or who give you the energy of something that lights you up from the inside. Okay, so you look at these individuals and you think to yourself, okay, how can I do it in my own way? You know what I mean? And then there you go, you birth a new identity, and then that new identity goes forth and becomes more and more and more, because it's limitless. And then this tree grows to infinity. It grows like the trunk gives you branches, and then the branches gives you fruit, and then the fruit gives you flowers, like, and then it keeps going for its entire life. Like, that's the energy I'm getting, this energy of regeneration, vitality, growth, abundance, yes, resilience as well. Okay. Cool, super cool. I think this is my favorite reading I've done in a while, at least. Okay, this is beautiful. So yes, you are being asked to expand your mental horizons here as to what is possible for you. You are being asked to trust your intuitive nudges when it comes to following that joy, following that inspiration, and also you are being asked to focus on your craft and what you care about, I'm hearing, but also what you possess naturally, like the gifts and talents and skills that you possess naturally. And then also you're being asked to go within. Okay, so meditation gives you a full expression of all of your chakras here. Okay, I'm seeing all the colors of the chakras, and I'm seeing it here too. So that makes you whole, separate, complete, unique, and abundant. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card for you from this deck. It's the Gita deck. I just feel called to. Let's see. Okay, so I didn't shuffle, but I'll take this one and I'll pull another. So it says, as a fire is covered by smoke, as the mirror is covered by dust, or as the embryo is covered by the womb, similarly, the living being is covered by different layers of lust. And we have covered soul. And I believe this is Lakshmi Devi. So I want to say that exactly, didn't we talk about temptation? Like, so it's important that you clear the dust of the mirror of the consciousness here, and like find out what you really want to serve, how you really want to serve the world. Don't think about the outcome. Just focus on doing your work, like honestly. Didn't we say that? Like openly, honestly, lovingly, ethically, and all will be given to you, even love, in different ways. Like we talked about the tree, right? It'll all come to you. I'm going to read it again. As fire is covered by smoke, interesting, so interesting. As the mirror is covered by dust, or as the embryo is covered by the womb, similarly, the living being is covered by different layers of lust. So, when a fire is covered by smoke, it cannot shine, it cannot grow. When a mirror is covered with dust, it cannot reflect. So you cannot be you if you are living in lust, if you are motivated by lust, because that's not who you are as the soul. The soul wants to just be free. It wants to just shine. It wants to just be itself, which is pure unconditional love. So when we serve others, for example, with pure unconditional love, and we're not lust motivated, we're love motivated, we become amply fulfilled. Like we really become happy. That's true happiness, and we become fulfilled not just by the abundance that we receive as a result of karmic retribution and, you know, the good karma that comes our way, but also because we are internally fulfilled. We are fulfilled by our work and by what we are doing. So it's imperative that the living being is not covered by different layers of lust. And this is really hard because we live in this material world and we're constantly being enticed or like tempted by our senses. You know, go here, go there, do this, do that, eat this, eat that, like engage in substances or forget yourself, you know. But the answer is actually the opposite, which is to go within. And then you actually do forget yourself in the process. So the soul just really wants nirvana, like it wants awakening unto itself. It wants the love that it receives through enlightenment, through going within, through merging with its highest self, its most divine self. But the soul in this world does not really get that too often because we're tempted by this and that. We're running around here and there, needing to make money, needing to put money down here for this, there's always something, and we can never rest or relax or like be happy. So the formula for happiness, which we are now discussing in your reading, is to discard all this like striving, you know, and to instead stop the fight of like needing to even keep up an identity or prove yourself to yourself, or needing to satisfy the senses. And we can do this when we stop engaging in lust, so in lustful thoughts first and foremost. So lustful thoughts are like, oh, okay, like I need a person to be fulfilled, for example, or I need this career or this amount of money to, or I'm not happy, right? That's lustful because it's like I'm searching for happiness outside of myself. Or what is my purpose in life? Like that's a lustful energy because it's like I'm seeking something. So I'm lusting after something. You see, so it goes so deep, it goes so far down. So the point of success, like eternal ultimate success and fulfillment in this life, spiritual success and fulfillment in this life, which comes along with everything that you could ever want, everything that your soul could ever want, ultimate soul fulfillment, which includes everything, like we said with the tree, love and friendship and a career you enjoy and all the money you could ever imagine. It's from the soul. It comes from when we merge with the soul. When this, didn't we say you'll be bringing the astral down to the earth, right? When the astral and the earth merge, so when as above so below become one. And didn't we mention that there's duality that comes into unity, right? So like when we can merge our dark and light, when we can merge our body, our senses, our identity with our consciousness, with our soul, then we become fulfilled beyond. This is like the energy of living your dharma, really, like just doing stuff that you love without worrying about the outcome. This is the energy of successful, like, entrepreneurs, artists, coaches, athletes. They're doing what they love, And you'll notice, like, I don't know why this is coming up, but here we go. Sometimes somebody will have success, and they'll be at their peak of success, and then they'll fall off. And everyone will be like, oh, they fell off, or they're just not as successful as they were. Like, you see this all the time with celebrities and everything. And so the reason why is because they became distracted by lust, and they started focusing on the external world. And, oh, I need to be this, societal pressure, or pressure from their management, or pressure from people around them. So the key to actually always remaining at the top of your success constantly is by being the soul. Like, this requires practice. It requires practice to remove lust and to stay in that state of love rather than lust, which is spiritual living, which is the height of spiritual living, and it's living from a very high consciousness. Now, that requires practice, but is it doable? Absolutely. And that's how one achieves the height of complete universal success, and that tree becomes extremely tall, like infinitely tall, basically. There's no length or limit to the height of it. Beautiful. I'm so honored to read for you in this way. Wow. Okay, let me get one more card here. I'm actually gonna shuffle the deck. Okay, well, I just read this, so let's just pull this because I read it, and then I'll give you one more. Okay. It says, one who's able to withdraw the senses from their objects like a tortoise drawing its limbs within its shell is firmly established in wisdom. So yeah, exactly. What did we just say, right? Withdrawing the senses from their objects, like going within. I'm going to read it again. One who's able to withdraw their senses from their objects like a tortoise drawing its limbs within its shell is firmly established in wisdom. It says sense control. That's so cool. We just talked about that. I'm so happy. That's so cool. Oh, beautiful. And so that is a really strong message there. Let me get one more. I'm actually going to shuffle these. But yeah, the reason why it feels so good to acquire things is because there's like the soul is everything. So we try to feed the senses when we should actually be feeding the soul, Okay, This is the card I have for you. It says encouragement. And we have Lord Vishnu and Sri Lakshmi Devi. So it says, let not the wise disturb the minds of the ignorant who are attached to fruitive work. They should not be discouraged from working, but encouraged to work with the spirit of devotion. Exactly. So when we withdraw our senses from the physical world, we don't quit on our work, we don't stop working, but instead we work with the spirit of devotion, the spirit of love for ultimately the people that we are working for, the people that we are serving in this world. Because everybody has a spark of the divine within them. Everybody has God sitting within their hearts. So when we work for the God within everybody and everything, then ultimately our work becomes so exciting, and the fruit of action becomes spiritually enjoyable. Additionally, the karma, like any negative karma that could come up from what we do, is burned in the fire of devotion when we really work with that spirit of love and not lust. Okay? So, wow, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you could see all the cards here. Thank you so much, Neil. Let me know what you thought. I'll be sending this to you just now, and yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please write back to me if you can. Let me know how you enjoy this reading. I really appreciate you very much. Sending you all of my love. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm just so happy that I got the chance to read for you, and we'll talk soon.